Hey guys, Jordan here, and welcome to my revival of Rocket League Rewind. Well over a year ago, in January of 2019, I originally started the series with the intent of just being to showcase some old replay save games that I have that I wasn't doing anything with. And I guess more or less the idea was supposed to be that I wanted an easy side project to kind of just do in tandem with my regular video game walkthrough series. But I put out all of 3 episodes and then never came back to the series again. I can't really remember at the time what the reason was why I dropped it. But I decided now that, we're right in the thick of the COVID-19 pandemic of 2020. Today happens to be May the 4th of 2020. Incidentally, May the 4th be with you, for any of my Star Wars nerds out there. But I'm just kind of looking to keep myself busy with something else. If anybody else has been following my channel, you'll know that I just started up a podcast that releases every Monday. Where me and a couple of buddies just talk about some nerdy stuff, whatever happens to be on our minds at the time. But I thought that this would be an opportune moment to get back to this series as well. So I thought I wanted to do a couple of things. First of all, I'm going to go back and play the same replays that I had already started my series with. Only this time I'm going to be doing some light commentary over them. Just I thought it would be good to give my general reactions. I'm not going to be doing like a play-by-play thing because I've attempted that in the past and I've discovered I'm really bad at it. So it's going to be mostly just a kind of a reaction to it, sort of. Just so that kind of I can laugh at myself at how bad I used to be and how far I've come since. That's not to say that I'm like a great player or anything. I'm like Diamond 3, Champ 1 at best. You can see here I'm rocking the Champ wheels from last season. So I'm at least good enough to get those. But yeah, it's really interesting for me to like look at some of those games that from when I was like, I don't think that I recorded any of my replays from Bronze 1 or 2. So I think this first video that I'm going to play is, I was probably about Bronze 3. That's the unfortunate thing about the replay files, is it doesn't store any of like your rank information. But it should be fun to go back and watch them anyway. Unfortunately, there's no way of hiding from yourself the score. So the sad part about that is that I am going to know what the end result is of the game. But of course I'm not going to know anything about how it is that we got to be there. So that at least will be a genuine reaction from me. But hopefully my commentary isn't too boring. I at least have something of value or entertainment to provide. I should find it amusing anyway to see how bad everybody is, myself included. And then my idea was that I wanted to kind of split every episode into 2 halves. One was going to be an old replay, and then the second half was going to be just a casual match of me playing right now, just to kind of contrast the 2, skill levels from the 2 different time periods. So I thought I'd try that for a little while anyway, and see how it goes. I'm not sure how well my commentary is going to keep up during the live matches. My suspicion is that I'm going to be a lot less talkative because I need to focus a little bit more. But of course, that's just one of the reasons why I'm just going to be playing casual matches, I think, just so that if things really do get screwed up, it's not going to matter too much. Then again, now that I think about it, that might not be the best idea, because you can get thrown into the middle of matches and then your teammates can rage quit and the games get kind of crappy, honestly. So, now that I think about it, I might do ranked games. I'm really playing this by ear, guys. I don't exactly have a plan for what I want this series to be. I'm just kind of fleshing it out as I go along. But it should be interesting one way or the other. And if it turns out that it's not, then maybe I'll abandon the series for the second time. At any rate, the first replay that I'm going to play here is a 3v3. I think it was a casual match that took place on September 7th of 2015. So let's get into that. Okay, so back in the day, I used to rock the Paladin. That was my car of choice, and even to this day, oh, nice goal right off the bat, whoever that was. Oh, do I have their names displayed? I don't. Okay, there we go. I wasn't sure. I just wanted to have the names put up because I wasn't sure if they were bots or not. But, oh, that was a nice one. Again, I wasn't even paying attention to who was responsible for that. Was that my goal? I think that was my goal. All right. Well, I'm doing a great job so far. Yeah, that was nice. But yeah, I was saying about the Paladin. Even to this day, I think I still have more playtime with the Paladin than any other car. In fact, all other cars combined, I'm pretty sure. Nowadays, I main the Cyclone. For a little while, I mained the Endo. But that was before I got the Cyclone, and I was like, man, this car is just way cooler. But you can also see, like, man, even just looking at my camera settings is a little rough. Oh, come on, get that in. There we go. All right. I was gonna cancel this series immediately if I couldn't at least get that one in. But you know, now honestly, I'm not really sure if I was Bronze 3. I've been looking at the other players. This feels like Bronze, but I don't know. Jumping at the car like that, it might be Silver 1. Who knows? All I can really tell you for sure is that I didn't record any games for quite a while, and I was a Bronze player for a long time. Like, my learning curve was quite lengthy, I've got to say. But you can also tell how low level this is by the fact that I'm not even using ball cam. I still wasn't comfortable with that. And then even when I got comfortable with that, it still took a little bit of time for me to get comfortable with, like, switching on the fly between ball cam and car cam. I felt like that was kind of a big revelation the day that I realized that that was kind of one of the keys of keeping track of events on the field. Was constantly switching between the different camera views as it was warranted. Alright, well, 5-0 and less than 2 minutes in. We're doing not too shabby here, it's got to be said. Alright. Yeah, you can also tell that this is a really old replay because it's basically broken. You can see, like, I'm picking up the boosts and it's not registering in my display. And if I'm not mistaken, I think in a couple of replays I have saved just a little bit later than this, even the colors of the cars are all messed up. I think the colors for this replay are fine, but as I recall some later ones, the colors get so messed up, they all turn to, like, brown and puke green and stuff like that. I'm like, I mean, not judging if anybody wants their cars like that, but I can tell you I've definitely never had a brown and puke green colored car myself. I'm not sure what the reason for that is, just the code getting corrupted or something, or maybe just the code has been changed. Maybe Psyonix changed the way that replay code gets stored, and so now it's getting interpreted the wrong way or something. I don't know. And of course, this is a recording from the days before you even had a lot of the customization options that you had at the time. So, like, there's no changing your trail. You can change your boost, obviously, but there's no changing your trail. There's no changing your goal explosion. There's no changing your engine sound, stuff like that, right? So, oh boy. I feel like I don't even really have a lot to say about the game because it's just so self-evident how, like, bad all the mistakes are that everyone's making. That was at least kind of an impressive kickoff. Oh, unlucky. Oh man, they're making a comeback. We had 5-0. We let in 3 in a row. Yeah, you can see there's another error in the playback is it refuses to show the boost for the first little bit. Although, I believe that is occasionally a problem that you still do run in a little bit. Oh, that was not a bad angle. You can see there, too, how, like, reliant I am on telling where the ball is when it's up in the air just by looking at the indicator on the ground. Because I just refuse to look at the ball directly by switching my camera. And of course, not only am I not pulling off any aerials, but I'm not doing like air rolls or anything like that. Yeah, I think I'm probably about a bronze 3 in this video. For anybody who doesn't play Rocket League and isn't like familiar with the ranking system. So the idea is that there's something like 6 base ranks. Bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, and champion. And then each of those base ranks have 3 tiers. So bronze 1, bronze 2, bronze 3, silver 1, silver 2, silver 3, etc. And oh, that's the end of the game. They forfeited, it looks like. Well, there's only 42 seconds left, but look at that there. I got myself a hat trick and a playmaker, 3 assists on 4 shots. That's not too bad. Yeah, just to finish the thought there. So, like I said, there's 3 tiers to each of those ranks, and then each of the tiers has 4 divisions. So you would start off at Bronze 1, Division 1, and then when you rank up from there, you would go Bronze 1, Division 2, Bronze 1, Division 3, Division 4, and then you would go up to Bronze 2, Division 1, and then Divisions 2, 3, 4, Bronze 3, Division 1, 2, 3, 4, and then to Silver 1, Division 1, and so on and so forth. So then you get all the way up to, I guess it would be Champ 3, Division 4, and then above that is the highest rank, which is Grand Champ. And Grand Champ has no tiers or divisions to it. You're just a Grand Champ from that point on. Although it's interesting, though, that even within the Grand Champ rank, there is still quite a wide divide of skill level between players within that rank. But anyway, so that was a fun little first game there. Again, I wasn't really commenting too much on the actual game. I was just kind of giving more of an intro to the game of Rocket League itself for anyone who's kind of new to it. But yeah, that was a trip down memory lane.